Hey guys, I want to do a really quick Q&A. I'm just kind of going through my comments. These are not any like questions that I've gotten asked on the regular or anything like that. If you have any more questions for me, list them down below and I'll do another Q&A whenever I have time. So the first one was by Brittany Jacobs. She was considering using our same builder. I understand that crap happens. How they respond will be very telling. I have to say, I love our builder. I think that they just kind of rushed our house. There were 5 houses that they were working on, and our house was the last one in this group of like, they were all within about a week of each other, and our house was always the last one. However, we were the only one that closed. A lot of the other people apparently couldn't close, they lost funding, whatever. A few of them had to be pushed back a little while. And I think that they were just trying to really rush on our house, and then they realized, I will share a little thing. So you have a like selling agent, you have the builder, and then you have like the builder's company. You have most of your meetings with your actual builder, and I like our actual builder. I think he's really nice. I think he's really honest. However, I do feel like his hands are tied within the company. I do think that he is kind of rushed on, you know, make sure you get this done in short time frames and everything like that. And so I think it was just kind of rushing, and that's why they hit it pipe. That's why one of the counters sunk a little bit, because they didn't take the time to level it. I think that they were really trying to rush to get my house done. And she mentioned to me that they were unsure on us. So when we first came in, we said we were going to get X amount of a house because we were going to get a house with a basement. And then when push came to shove, we decided to get X amount of house. And then we didn't do a lot of upgrades. And we decided that we were going to do them after the fact. And she was like, truth be told, we didn't think that you guys were going to qualify. She's like, you know, they don't see any type of your income or anything like that. She's like, but with the way that you guys were. And I was like, no, we borrow well below our means, and we don't want to spend stupid money. Why am I going to spend, what was it? $600 for you guys to put in lights plus interest, when I can do it for the entire house, and that was just for 6 lights, when I can do the entire house for $100. Like, no. So she's like, yeah, she's like, and then we talked to the lender and they were like, yeah, they qualified with flying colors. So I think that they were just rushing, and then I think they also didn't think that we were going to actually close. So yeah, there's that. I would recommend them. They have fixed everything. They haven't really pushed things off. However, they do want to kind of wait for some things until the 11th month to make sure all things are settled. But everything that has been brought up has been fixed. So there's that. Let's see. My hair is going to drive me nuts today. A lot of people commented on my hair. First of all, they like the way that I've been doing my hair lately. They like the fact, they asked if I'm doing curly girl. So I have not been doing curly girl method. Oh my God, my hair is going to drive me crazy. I have not been doing curly girl method. I actually wore my hair curly today. So I use all the products that I use for curly girl method, which is like sulfate free, paraben free, something else free. But all of the heavy conditioner was irritating my scalp. So I kind of took a break, and I never blow dried my hair. I would just air dry it, and then I would run the wand through it. I would make sure to use a heat protectant spray. However, today I wore my hair like this, and everyone was just like, oh my God, I love your hair. I forgot that your hair looks like that whenever you let it air dry. And now let me put this in. My hair does not look like this if I just air dry it. If I wash it the curly girl way, which is where you wash it mainly with conditioner, you finger comb your hair and get it nice and smooth, and then you put your product in your hair and then you plop it, and then I diffuse it in the morning. So this isn't like me going to bed and my hair looks like this. No, like this still takes effort. However, I can wear my hair like this all week and it's great. I also only wash my hair once a week. That's something that I picked up with Curly Girl. And I have been using heat on my hair. However, the way that I got compliments today, you would have thought that I like looked like a beauty queen today. I was just like, do I look like crap normally? But yeah, so there's that. I am highlighting my hair, honestly, because it hides the gray. I was having to dye my hair often when it was all like a darker color. So putting the highlights in, you don't really see the gray as bad. It just kind of blends in with the highlights. Right now it's a little red for me, but you know, I always go in there and I say, just do whatever you want. And so she does whatever she wants. People have asked about why I've started shopping at Torrid. Some people throwing shade in the fact that that I'm spending too much money. I'll be truthful. I've gained a lot of weight since I started working for the school. I can't go into Target and buy clothes. I can fit into their Ava and Vive line, but the prices aren't any different than Torrid. I never pay full price for anything at Torrid. I always try to wait till it's at least 50% off. The only time I have paid a little bit more has been Disney items, and you know that I love Disney and I'm not going to apologize for that. But for me, paying a little extra money for something that was made for somebody that is a bigger size, that fits the way that it should and isn't going to give me a muffin top or be too tight or shrink after one wash or shrink up. I want to cover my fupa. I want to cover my butt. I want to be comfortable in my clothes, and that's what Torrid is. Torrid goes down to a size 10. It's a generous size 10. I think it's more like a size 12 if I'm being real. But that is why I shop Torrid. I do not pay full price, and honestly, like, so for Black Friday, I bought a ton of stuff and it was like $100, and I got quite a few shirts, some bras, and 2 pairs of jeans. And I mean, you choose the way that you want to spend your money. For me, I work out of the home, and I also work in the home, but I want to be comfortable, I want to be confident, and you know, I do get up and get dressed every day. So that's why I buy Torrid stuff. Now I still will buy like my workout clothes from like Target, but you know, if I bend over, sometimes the leggings show my underwear, and I don't want that. Like, I want something that covers me up and I feel secure in. But yeah. People have also talked about the whole Farmhouse thing. Your inner Joanna Gaines has really come out. Some people said I thought you hated Farmhouse. So I don't know if I'm Farmhouse, because in my head Farmhouse was like when people like put a ton of stuff together that's like older, like antique items, and put it all together. That's not me. I can't do that. I don't have the eye for it. To me it looks cluttered, and I can't do visual clutter. But for me, in my house, I do a lot of like black and white, neutral colors, you know, things like that are also efficient. Like my little, I think it was on a video where I posted like my dining room. So I have this like little buffet table that has my coffee stain on it, and it's white, and it is very farmhousey. And then I have like a rack above it, which of course is black. But if you know me at all, you know, like, you can ask my students, my favorite color is black. I like black. It's very fitting for me. I like the way it looks in the house. Yeah, some of my house is probably a little farmhousey and I may get sick of it, but for now I love the way that my house looks. And you have to keep in mind, the house that we moved into in Georgia from New Hampshire, well, our New Hampshire house was a very small house. It was older. It had, you know, we had to put a lot of work into it, and we didn't make a lot of money. We didn't have money to decorate it the way that I wanted to. And then our first Georgia house, we rented. We rented for 4 years until we decided to buy a house. So I didn't put a ton of money. Like, if I found something on clearance at Hobby Lobby, yeah, I would pick it up. But I didn't invest in furniture pieces and invest in things like an expensive mirror that would last, you know, a while. I shop at like Kirkland's, and I don't pay full price at Kirkland's. I always try to wait till it's at least 40 to 50% off. Excuse me. I buy at Hobby Lobby when it's 50% off. And then I have spent money on furniture because it's stuff that's going to be around for a while. You know, when we first bought the house, I thought, okay, we may move, we may decide to change our mind, whatever. But I think this house will be perfect for us. When our kids start moving out, it almost will feel a little bit too big, but like the way that it is, I think it'll work really great for us. You know, when the kids start moving out, I can get my office and put it into one of their bedrooms. You know, we can have another room just be a guest room for if the kids do come back home and want to stay over. And then this room can actually be a sitting room or a game room or whatever. But yeah, I'm not total farmhouse. I don't know what it is. I think it's actually called traditional, but who knows? A lot of people have given me a lot of support with my mom's situation, and I thank you guys for that. I think you guys can all tell that it's a very rough situation to be in. I don't love the situation. It is what it is. People have commented about my husband. My husband does not have corona. My husband is not always sick. He has, they thought it was a food allergy, a food intolerance, but it actually is like a heartburn acid situation. So he's actually on a daily omeprazole pill, and then he actually is probably gonna have to also be put on something for like when he eats certain things that trigger it. So that's why you always hear him coughing in the back of like every single video. He coughs all the time, and it was getting bad, like to the point that like he couldn't catch his breath when he had these coughing fits. So there's that. A lot of people have commented on Trevor's voice. Yes, Trevor is growing up. He is about to be 16. He is about to be 16. He has that deep voice. It is what it is. I mean, it's crazy. Sometimes we will like hear him and I'll be like, who is in my house? And then I realize it's my son. A lot of people have talked about how much I work. I do work really hard, but I also, I mean, I'm not going to post the videos on the days where I'm sitting in my bed taking a nap. Believe me, your girl loves a good nap, and I nap like a few afternoons a week, like, and I'm not going to even lie about it, and at least one day on the weekend. So yes, I work very hard, but I also do love naps. I do also, I mean, I'm not a TV person. I'm not a Netflix person. It's not in me. Heck, I don't even watch a ton of YouTube anymore. I have a select few people that I watch, and then every now and then I'll get like on a binge and want to watch something. But I am just, I have to be going and keeping busy, and having a clean home does bring me joy. Having money brings me joy. As you can tell, I like to spend money. I like to buy things for my home. I like to vacation. I like to, you know, buy things for my kids. And in order to do that, I have to work and make money and bring money in. And that's just how it is. People have asked about where I shop and talking about where I shop. If I were to buy the same things that I buy at Kroger, at Publix, it would be a lot more money. I do not shop at Publix. It's very expensive for our family, at least. I just can't afford it. For things like their produce and things like that, it's really expensive. Aldi is probably the cheapest around here. But Aldi is just kind of a pain in the ass for me to get to and shop and everything. Like lately I've been doing a lot of like Kroger pickup, Target pickup, things like that. A lot of people asked about the dog and how he has settled in. He does not like the sounds of construction. He does not like sounds hardly at all, to be honest. Sorry, I had a phone call from the builder of all people. But people asked how Simba is doing. Simba is doing much better than he was when we first got here. He is a very nervous dog in general. He was abused. He was taken in and out of homes. I don't know if he'll ever feel comfortable with us. He's just a nervous dog. There's nothing you can do. Like right now he's coming probably around here. He is normally best if he's with me. Even though he sleeps with Trevor, you know, is the one that takes him out all the time. He is just very attached to me. I don't know why. Really? If I am upset, he is right next to me. If like Jeff is yelling at the kids, or the kids are yelling, or like Trevor's horsing around with Casey, he comes right in front of me. Like he is going to protect me. I know that if anyone were to come into this house, he would come and protect me. But he doesn't like noises. I mean, like, God, the other day it took Aubrey, Trevor, and I to give him a shower. And then I gave him a bath the other day, and it took Jeff and I both to do it. I mean, somebody abused him with water. We believe that they hit him with like a broom or something. He has a cigarette burn here on his head. Like he was abused.
Earlier he was sleeping and he took my arm and made.
But like yesterday, the lights were flickering. The lights were going off, and he peed on the floor. Like he got really nervous and peed on the floor. So all of this hammering and nailing and all that stuff, it's not settling for him. He's obviously a lot better at night. He does love the fact that like I often will open the windows here or pop up the curtains. He loves popping up and looking outside. Yesterday Aubrey and I were outside. I was making dinner and Aubrey was running around, and he was running with her in the yard. You know, we had to do it at certain times because we don't have the fence in yet. The fence will be going in the spring. But he really enjoyed that. But you know, we're nervous because he's also a very nervous dog, and there's a high probability he will run, he will bolt. If he saw a dog, he might chase after a dog. So we're always kind of on edge about that, but he's doing pretty well.